Hey, brilliant people. So today I want to actually give you a little bit of an update on the current situation and the current variant, which is Omicron, and therefore a little bit of just general information about what you can do. Of course, if you've got questions specific to you, you need to talk to your own healthcare provider. Okay, so Omicron. So this variant does show that the virus is doing what, in a way that we all should do. It is evolving to be more open and less obnoxious. So in virus terms, that means it's actually becoming more contagious, but less virulent. So in other words, it's easier to catch it, but it is causing less of a problem. That doesn't mean that people aren't still getting into trouble with it. Unfortunately, we are still having deaths, but it does appear that Omicron does not seem to penetrate the lungs, so that's great. And of course, connected with that, it means that we're not seeing as many mitochondrial effects. So that's good news, because a lot of the long COVID effects were actually more connected with the way the COVID was affecting the mitochondria. So hopefully that also means that with Omicron we'll see much less of that long COVID situation. But the one thing that it is doing that is a little bit different to the earlier variants is that it does seem to be causing more intracellular dehydration. So it's doing that because it does seem to be affecting the cell walls a little bit more. If you look at the original COVID video that I put up, way back when all this started, we talked about the prions. Now, prions are like little protein telegrams that go from one cell to another. And the way that they work is they're actually folded into the cell wall, and therefore they change the shape of the cell wall a little bit, and that changes the shape of the different receptors on the cells, and therefore tells the cells what to let in and what to keep out. So yeah, the Omicron does seem to be affecting the cell wall a little bit more, leading to some cellular dehydration. So what can we do about that? Well, first of all, when you're working with your energy, and if you're doing a tune-up of your energy, or you're bringing, some nice energy into your system, you want to make sure that you really focus it on the cell walls. Now, because cell walls are actually really, they're more fatty than, like, they're built out of essential fatty acids more than they are built out of protein or other things that contain water. So that means that cell walls transmit energy less effectively than other parts of your body, like muscles or the liquid part of your blood. So yeah, it takes a little bit more energy to tune up the cell walls, a little bit more focus, but that helps. On a physical level, making sure that you've got enough minerals. I generally recommend colloidal minerals, not colloidal silver, but like a general sort of colloidal mineral supplement. So most of those, like the good ones, if you have a look on the side of the bottle, there'll be like 40 to 60 different minerals. So, so minerals and obviously water, but what actually helps the water get into the cells is actually putting a little bit of liquid chlorophyll into the water. So liquid chlorophyll is, liquid obviously, but the chlorophyll is it's the green stuff that, are in plants. So interesting thing about chlorophyll is that it's basically engine cleaner for the body. So chlorophyll is the exact same molecule actually as hemoglobin, the red stuff in your blood, except that in the middle there's magnesium instead of iron. So it is something that your body is really glad to have. And as I said, it's like engine cleaner for the body. So the chlorophyll you can buy liquid chlorophyll at health food shops and things like that, or even just a little bit of green juice in your water. That will help a lot. So there you are. Obviously, best of luck and best wishes and many blessings to everyone as they're going through this. But hopefully with some of those tips and, you know, keeping focused on the positive and working on your own well-being, you can get through this and we can all get back to being brilliant. So I hope that helps, and until next time, remember that you're brilliant.